Dear friends, today I want to share with you the details of how the celebration of Queen Margrethe of Denmark's 85th birthday went. It was a magnificent event, full of family warmth and that aristocratic charm so typical of the Danish royal house. Let's take a peek behind the scenes of this celebration and uncover all the most interesting details. The royal family's festive week kicked off with a celebration for Princess Isabella, who was marking her coming of age, her 18th birthday. This occasion was celebrated the day before Queen Margrethe's birthday with a spectacular performance at the Royal Theatre in Copenhagen. And then, the very next day, all attention shifted to the main event, the Queen Mother's big milestone. The morning of the birthday began with a special musical greeting. The Royal Guards Orchestra gave a concert in the courtyard of Fredensborg Castle, where close members of the royal family gathered. That same evening, a private birthday dinner was held in the Dome Hall of Fredensborg Castle, with invitations extended to family members, close friends of the Queen, and members of the royal court. Of course, the star of the evening was the birthday girl herself, Queen Margrethe, who looked absolutely charming and radiated joy. What was especially touching was the birthday table decoration. It was adorned with little spring branches and Easter eggs that the Queen herself had painted by hand over many years. King Frederik, Queen Margrethe's son, had a prominent place at the dinner table. He was seated directly across from the birthday queen, in the center. To the Queen's right was actor Jubilee, who, together with his wife Benedikte, is a close friend of the Queen. As many know, this couple often celebrates New Year's with the Queen, and it's lovely to see that, even with her high status, Her Majesty values close friendships and makes sure to invite old friends to meaningful moments in her life. Also present at the dinner were the Queen's sisters, Princess Benedikte and Queen Anne-Marie. The latter was seated next to King Frederik, showing the close family bonds and warm relationship between aunt and nephew. Interestingly, Queen Mary, King Frederik's wife, was not among the guests at the evening event, although she did attend the morning celebration with their 4 children and other family members. She was absent from the dinner. The royal court did not provide any official explanation for this absence, which naturally sparked some chatter in the press. Despite the buzz in the media, it's worth noting that, according to Danish sources, Queen Margrethe and her daughter-in-law currently have a very good relationship. One of the most moving moments of the evening was a surprise prepared especially for Queen Margrethe. Just imagine her surprise and delight when, during the dinner, the Dome Hall at Fredensborg Castle was suddenly filled with the beautiful sound of choral singing. The St. Anne's Girls' Choir, dressed in lovely long gowns with golden Easter decorations in their hair, performed several pieces for the Queen and her guests, and after the musical performance, the pantomime theater presented a very special gift, a scene from the ballet Clumsy Hans, for which Queen Margrethe herself once designed the costumes. It was an incredibly touching tribute to her artistic contribution to Danish culture. You can't help but notice in the photos from the event how sincerely the Queen is laughing during the performance, a sign that the surprise was a true success and brought her genuine joy. And of course, as with any proper birthday, there was a celebratory cake with candles, which Queen Margrethe blew out with a smile, making a wish. The morning celebration was also attended by the Queen's 2 older grandsons, Nikolai and Felix. However, some family members weren't able to make it to the Jubilee. Queen Margrethe's younger son, Prince Joachim, who now lives in the United States with his wife and their 2 youngest children, Henrik and Athena, was unable to travel for the occasion. Still, if you look through the photos from the celebration, you can see the sincere happiness on Queen Margrethe's face, her genuine interest in everything happening around her, and her heartfelt appreciation for the attention and presence of her loved ones. Over the course of her 85-year life, Queen Margrethe has shown herself to be not only a wise monarch, but also a talented artist, costume designer, and a true guardian of Denmark's cultural traditions. Those Easter eggs that decorated the birthday table are just a small part of her creative legacy, and the fact that the organizers chose to gift her a ballet performance, for which she had once created the costumes, speaks volumes about the deep respect people have for her multifaceted personality. So, Queen Margrethe 85th birthday was not just another date on the calendar. It was a true celebration of family values, cultural heritage, and royal dignity. It reminded all of us about the importance of preserving historical legacy and showed how, in the lives of royals, official duties and personal joys are so closely intertwined. And even though Queen Margrethe stepped down from the throne last year in favor of her son, Frederik, she remains a highly respected and deeply loved figure in Danish monarchy. To wrap up, I'd just like to say that events like this are a wonderful reminder of how modern European monarchies are evolving while still holding on to their essence and centuries-old traditions. And when you see the pure joy on Queen Margrethe's face, surrounded by her loving family and close friends, you realize that behind the formal facade of monarchy lie the same human feelings and values that matter to all of us.